Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. So in this video I'm reviewing another set from the recent release from Shot Darts, and this time it's the Redline GIZMO. Let's check them out. Again, I've got the 23 gram version. They're 80% tungsten. They're also in 24 and 25 gram in steel tip, 20 gram in soft tip, and the retail for £57.50. So once again they come in the slimline Shot cardboard packaging, and this time you've got a nice yellow sports car on the front. Gizmo. Inside you've got the dense foam inlay holding everything in place, and as with the other darts I reviewed, they come supplied with the Shot alloy in between stems, and you've got the Redline flights, this time in the yellow small standard. So the darts fit with a black coated point, and this one is a kind of a slightly front weighted missile shape. You got a tapered front, and then it kind of like gets wider, and then a gradual taper to the rear. But like the Mach 1 darts, it's got that very nice gold tie coating on. And again, there's grip pretty much the full length, just save for the smooth bit at the very front and the rear. Again, very neatly machined dart, and quite a nice shape that one, and fitted with the black in between alloy stems and the quite striking black and yellow Redline small standard flights. There's a smooth section on the tapered nose there, and then it's a mix of, I would say, like wide rings with, it looks like a kind of a wide inverse pyramid grip, but then you've got these rings here which has kind of got like a V-shaped cut on, which you can see there with the lateral cuts going through it, so another grippy section that. And then I thought that was a thin micro grip before, but it looks as if it's a slight knife edged, so kind of like a micro knife edged rings. You've got to think of all these names for these grips. And then on the rear it looks like almost like a traditional inverse pyramidal grip, but with a raised double set of rings and some lateral notches cut through again, so that's quite a grippy section as well. And then on the end you've got a small section which is a smooth taper. So that's the super close look at the Redline GIZMO darts. Darts fit with a black coat 30mm point. There's a tapered nose that's smooth 3.5mm. Then you've got a mix of kind of a wide pyramidal style grip with a mixture of ring and groove, that's 15mm. Then a very fine kind of knife edge ring grip, 5mm, and the rear section's more like a traditional pyramidal grip, that's 21.7mm, and then a small smooth taper on the end, 2.8mm. Length is 48mm, widest is 7.58mm. 23.09 grams. 23.05 grams and 23.07 grams. Full setup 25.15 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup, and this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. Again, there's some high level grip sections just on the front and the rear, 7.5 at most. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's close. Oh, nearly again. Not quite. Like the other two in the series that I've reviewed, it's certainly a nice grip to the barrel. I think the first ones I reviewed, there was a touch stickiness on some parts of the grip, but it still released easy. And the chunky black ones, I thought they would be the ones that would be the most sticky when I came to throw them, but I actually think it's these. But I think it's just the way my fingers sit, as it's like a taper. I'm just feeling like the kind of like edges of the grooves with the end of my finger, so that's probably just the way I hold it. But like I said, if you like your grippy darts, you probably like them, all the ones in this range. But I think the black ones, what were they called? The blazed. I think they're ones I like the best, actually. Well, they actually performed better. Now these ones are like a kind of a missile shape, but it's still got a slightly front weighted feel to it. And I always think the grippiness on these kind of barrels works for me in helping to push the dart a little bit. It just gives you something to push against, but certainly not too bad there from the front. So if you like to grip on a taper, I think you'll be happy with it. I think it's a little bit less grippy where that kind of like micro groove grip is, but the mid section's probably half on that and half above it, so I'll try it from there. Oh, nearly. Well, I'll still be fine there for mid grippers, but I think overall you're probably getting a little bit less grip because of the less grippy micro grooves. But rear grippers, you're probably going to be fully on that pyramid style grip, so again you're going to be getting a good level of grip there. Fell out of my fingers, that. One last go from that. So I think it's got quite a nice feel from the rear grip. Yes! That extra bit of effort, I think, it doesn't do my elbow any good. But yeah, that's another nice dart for people who like a lot of grip. It's certainly a nice series for that. And I also like the fact they've put the grip pretty much the full length of the dart. I know it's got a little bit less grip where that micro grip section is, but still should be fine for most. I think there's a little bit of something there for front grippers and a slightly front weighted feel, but probably a nice one for rear grippers, and maybe mid grippers might get away with it, but I think rear grippers are probably going to get the most advantage of the grip. So there you go, that's another one from the Redline series. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a closer look at them, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.